Okay, this video I could probably make, I don't know, a half hour long, just because I really love Singapore. It was, I just had an amazing time. I feel, I know a lot of people aren't um, religious, uh, and I hope it doesn't upset you, but it really felt like a blessed time when I was there. It felt, yeah, that's how I felt blessed. Um, when I went to Singapore, my friend had a friend who was there, and they met me and they took me around, and it was just this great guy, super nice, super interesting, very unique. Um, he One thing about Singapore that I really love is that the people seem to, and it's a large different groups of people. There's like a group of Indian, group of Chinese, uh, Indian slash Bangladeshi, sorry, and then Chinese, and then Malay, and then European people, American people, and then of course African people, every mix of people. I was just saying like the biggest I think is Chinese, Malay, and Indian. Um, anyway, um, I think that contributes to the that people sort of strive towards things that they're genuinely interested in, which is fantastic. I think I wish every society would be like that. Um, I think we have that a lot in America, but it's a little bit shifted more toward um, hmm, how do I put this? It doesn't seem. It just doesn't seem like it's as wide. It seems like a little bit more focused on like social and social social sort of activities uh, and sports things that are like quite popular. So yeah, I guess just doesn't seem to be as much that way. But it could shift a little bit more to the other way with Singapore because they are more academically driven, and so that's kind of what I saw that they were more interested in that type of thing. But nonetheless, they would follow what they wanted to do. Um, it seemed to me a little more so. Could be wrong. Um, but anyway, so this guy that I met he was into like poetry. He could recite long poetry things that I've never met anybody like that. No one in America I knew that could do that. I mean, some people could say like a line or something, but people wouldn't offer up to do that, and they might feel a little embarrassed. I don't know. Not everybody. Probably not. Yeah, probably not even that many people would, but it just he just was unapologetic about it. He liked what he liked, and I thought that was fantastic. Um, he's really into um, just he was in the army, so that was cool. I got to talk with him about that. I don't know if anybody knows, but the Singaporean army, um, or men in Singapore have to join for 2 years. I think it's the same in South Korea. And then yeah, he was just like into talking about philosophical things, academics, um, Singapore itself, um, his life, what he liked to do, where he went, traveling. Yeah, it's not that crazy, but it just seemed a little bit more broad than um, Americans that I would talk to that were mostly in. I don't know, just didn't really get as philosophical. I know I'm making Americans sound kind of stupid, but I don't think that's the way it is. I think just the cultural focus is a little different. Um, there are plenty of dumb Americans, but nonetheless. So anyway, at the 5 minute mark, I'm gonna get down to what I love about Singapore. So I guess that was the first point. Sort of is people sort of uh, were more into things that they actually enjoyed, from what I saw. Um, Next thing would be the city itself. It looks like you're walking through an art piece. It's incredible. It's so beautiful. I encourage everyone to go check out Singapore. Amazing. Um, One of my friends said that the skyline was she was a airline stewardess, and she said that Singapore skyline was her favorite skyline in the world. I didn't even see the skyline, but everything I saw was amazing. They have just just especially in this, like, I don't know what, I think it's like sort of the city center. I'm not sure, but it's like there's big water. It's almost like a small, like a lake in the middle, but it's not. It's connected to the ocean, and they have the like famous Singaporean stuff like this like lion's head thing shooting out water, and then there's this like building. It's got like three pillars sort of, and then there's a top that has a like pool on it. I think it's hard to explain. You guys can look it up, or I can put up pictures later. Um, and then they have this building they call the Durian. Kind of looks like a durian. If you don't know what durian is, you can look it up. Side note: it was really funny when I got there. On the buses, it had a picture of durian, and it had a line through it. You couldn't bring durian on. You couldn't take it places because people hated the smell so much. But yeah, it's just a for people who don't know, it's a fruit that a lot of people hate the smell of it. Um, so it's banned in some countries from traveling with it. I love it, but anyway, um, yeah, they had good food there. One weird thing is they have this thing called queuing. Well, I guess it's just in America we just say there's a line. We would just say that there's a big line. Um, and my friend said he said some sort of saying to me. It's like that Singaporeans don't want to miss out on anything. He said that was like a big cultural thing there. So if there's any like big sale at a um, he said that like one time McDonald's had some sale on something that was pretty low, and there's like huge lines at McDonald's. Um, Most of their food is much better than McDonald's, but that's just one anecdote that he told me. The malls are super super nice. The Yeah, just you walk around, you see just cool, really nice buildings and stuff. Is the one thing that kind of sucks is that people have to be quite conservative with the land, or the government has to, because otherwise they would run out of land. They don't have that much land. But one benefit to that is that there's pretty much open space, and you can walk around, and there's yeah, it's nice. Um, and they have this island part that you can walk out to, and it's just, I would recommend going at night. There's a walkway, and there's lights coming up from the ground. You can look out over the water, and just when you see the main part of uh, Singapore from the walkway, it looks incredible, and just yeah, everything's super cool. Um, I also went. I guess this kind of sort of ties into my second point, but um, I love that they have like the city, and then they have like the more like a little bit more like out in the wild, because you can go to some of these islands, and there's still maybe even parts of Singapore that's like undeveloped that they keep, um, and those are also super super nice. It's not like trashed. It's a well taken care of area, and they have like monkeys there. I found a bunch of monkeys. Um, that was really fun. I gave them this fruit called, oh gosh, what is it called? It looks like it's kind of spiky and it's red. Um, Rambutan, I think rambutan. I think it's called that. Super nice, super cool. Oh yeah, that's another thing is like the food. They just have like all different fruits and foods that you want to try, new interesting stuff. Rambutan, I think it's called. Yeah. Rambutan. I'll try to put a picture up. But yeah, they have other great cuisine. I tried some stuff. Um, I didn't love it, but it was good. Um, I didn't have much money to spend though, so that's why I didn't eat out too much. But anyway, yeah, the islands are beautiful. The water is super nice. So I guess that's still like only my second point. Um, yeah, I think the culture's um, multiculturalism is pretty cool. I know it doesn't really work in every country, but I think it's usually pretty good. And I'll tie into that. No, I guess that's my third point. It's just many different cultures. Short point. My fourth point is that um, it's incredibly safe. It's like the safest place in the world. You can walk around at night. Nothing will happen to you. I think that like pretty much nothing happens ever. I'm sure something has happened at one point, but yeah, where I'm from near, like in Milwaukee or Chicago, it'd be a bad idea to walk around at night. But it seems extremely safe in Singapore. I'm guessing they can like set up cameras and it's a little easier to catch people that way, but I'm not sure what else they do. Yeah. So yeah, those are some things I love about Singapore. Oh wait, I'll say one more thing. The airport is super cool too. I'm kind of just saying everything's cool, but that's how I felt. Yeah, it's probably the coolest airport I've ever been to. They just have cool art things going on. They have this like moving. I don't even know what it's called. It was like these needles that moved up and down like this in the air. They were attached by strings. It was really cool. It was just nice. And my friend said that a lot. So they just go to the airport to hang out, um, which I thought was kind of. It made sense because it takes up so much of the island. Or is it considered? I don't know if it's technically considered island, but so much of the country that it's just that you might as well develop it and make it nice for people to hang out at. Um, so yeah, that was really cool. Um, Another country where everybody was really nice. Mm, I might put Singapore as my number one favorite country to go to, at least to visit. Um, Personally, some people might not like it as much. Obviously, some people are not going to like it as much, but I think almost everybody would like it, at least a little. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I have some other good stories from that trip, so I'll maybe post about those. But I'm trying to keep the videos not too long to bore people to death. Thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. God bless.